Tylee Kitchen, already with a single and a double. She didn't bring a birthday cake, but she did bring a birthday rake. A triple shy of the cycle on her 17th birthday, and the Cats lead 8-1. Well, this week's guest is a junior at Whitney High School. She is a San Diego State softball commit, but she's also a two-time Sac Joaquin section champion in basketball, and she's looking to help her softball team go back-to-back in softball once the playoffs start here later this week. An all-metro selection for both sports. I'm very happy to be joined this week by Tylee Kitchen. Tylee, thank you so much for joining us on Premier Preps this week.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
I saw you guys earlier this week on a Monday, and it just so happened to be your birthday. And
Yes.
you had yourself a nice little day, 3 for 4, just the triple short of the cycle. And then you went yard again the following day against Rockland. Quite the week for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have that experience on your birthday. It doesn't really happen a lot, so I'm very honored to be able to have that opportunity to do that.
Speaking of celebrations, I noticed you guys have a couple that, you have when you're having a good game, you got the little kind of
Yeah.
airplane thing going when you round third after a home run. You
Yeah.
got the little boot scoot heel click with Alyssa Flint at short whenever you're on defense. You
Yep.
guys seem to have a lot of fun together.
Yeah. Me and Alyssa, we play all the time. We actually are in the same travel ball team also, so we kind of see each other all the time. Our chemistry is just it's just great to have that at third and short. Every time we make a play, it's just we're so proud of each other, and I'm just proud for her commitment at Boise, just everything she's worked for. She's a great teammate to have behind us.
Well, next time I come out to a Whitney game, I'm gonna have to work on that little heel click thing with you, and we'll try to get that going.
Yes, that sounds good.
Well, you guys are wrapping up the regular season this week. Playoffs are right around the corner. How are you feeling about the way you guys are playing when it counts the most right now?
I think we're really locked in right now, just of how the way we're playing, how we're pitching, how we're all hitting, just everyone, including, bunting and running and just being ready and stuff like that. I think, we're a really hard team to beat and our competition is really high. So people come and they play us and they're ready. Like we're gonna see the best of the best because everyone wants to beat Whitney High School, which I think is just a great honor to have, and I think we're ready for it.
Coming into this season after winning it all and having that experience, what do you take away from last year that you're going to apply coming this postseason?
I feel like coming into the very first time when we stepped on a Sac State softball field, we were all kind of starry-eyed and we were like, yeah, we got this kind of thing. Like, this is really cool. And so now we know what it takes to get there. So I think it's just a matter of working hard and having fun.
Well, speaking of championships, you were part of the back-to-back section basketball championships, like I mentioned in your intro there. What was that experience like for you? I mean, to go back-to-back with the basketball team, and also, what is something that you have in your skill set that you take from one sport and kind of apply to the other?
It's really cool to do that once, and to do it twice is just something you don't see often. It's just a really good experience. And then going back and then going into softball and then having also that kind of competitiveness and being able to do the same thing is just it's really incredible how good Whitney High School is in that kind of sports, and just how all of the people that have contributed, like they're with us through that thing, and we wouldn't be here without them. And so I really think just going into basketball into softball, it's really hard just to like get back in that rhythm and kind of stuff. So I feel like once I get it, we just go, and it just has a lot to do with the passion, I think.
If you were to ask me that question about what I think you apply from one to the other is your toughness. Like, you are one of the toughest players I've seen, evidenced by when you broke your nose during a basketball game or in league play
Yeah.
earlier this year, and then you came back in and finished the game. I mean, I wasn't there, but I read all about it, and that's just shows what kind of warrior you are out there. And is there something to wearing a mask like that on the basketball court? Does it take it up a notch or two?
The first time I ever wore it, I kind of was a little hesitant about it just because I've never worn it before. It just felt weird to have something on your face. But, getting towards the season, it felt like an extra padding to me. So I could go even harder, which made me feel 100% better, which it was more fun. And just even all of my teammates, they knew that if they got me the ball, I was going to do something with it and then help them and then maybe pass it out and then they'll do something with it. So I feel like the mask just kind of contributed to the fact of, yeah, this is good. I have more protection. I can go harder kind of thing.
When did you start multi-sporting?
I think I started really young. My parents signed me up for all sorts of sports, like pickleball, swimming, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like, my dad played baseball. I just really found the love for the game when he taught me it every single day. He worked hard just to get me to where I am today. My mom, just everything she contributed, I feel like it was just when I was really, really young, just putting me into those kind of sports and just like making me to the person who I am today.
Well, you are just a junior, but you have made a commitment to San Diego State. What led you to that decision?
I mean, the first time I ever saw the actual school, I just knew it was home. I went there. I loved the weather, obviously, because when it's 60 degrees here, it's 75 there, and it's just the school was great. It's got a great kinesiology major, which is what I really want to do when I grow up. And then the coaches, man, they were just great. They would just talk to me like I was actually one of the players. They were so nice. They talked to me about everything that they would do, and just the players, everyone, the culture basically around was just, they were just great. I just knew it was for me.
You're going to be playing against a lot of your current Whitney teammates in the Mountain West Conference when everybody gets to college. How often do you guys talk about that?
I mean, we kind of brought it up. We bring it up once in a while. Hannah will talk to me and she'll be like, "Yeah, we're gonna play each other." It didn't really hit me until Alyssa Flint actually committed to Boise, and I was like, "Wow, we're all gonna see each other once we get there," which is funny. Which means after senior year, we're not done. We're still gonna be able to like talk to each other and be there and just hype each other up, even though we're probably on different teams. But I just really thank everybody, just Hannah and Maya and Alyssa and Maddie, everyone that contributes to our team. I just feel like it's a really great experience to be able to for them to come back and be even better. Maya with 11 home runs and Peanut with just Alyssa just with everything that she does and just line drives and Maddie with her just getting up into bat. And I feel like it's just a great experience to be able to have those people behind you. And for them to be able to just do what they do is just really incredible. And I just think it makes us the team we are today.
What do you usually do for the summertime? What do you do with like travel ball or anything?
Yeah, I play travel ball. I play for Lady Magic Walling. It's a great program. Everyone they get all the likes that they get all the looks, the colleges. I mean, I just have a lot of fun there. I really found a love for softball just of being able to get to that next level. So I feel like I more put in work into softball when it comes to like summer and stuff like that, and actually trying to get into colleges. I go, but basketball helps me get in shape, which is also good for softball. So I love doing both. I go, but it's easy once you get good at it and trying to multitask everything and having homework and summer and then having to do two things at once. It was hard at first, but once you get used to it, it goes pretty good.
So you've kind of made a habit of coming up big in really big time games. You hit a home run in last year's championship game, a home run in the game to win the Sierra Foothill League this year, a home run on your birthday, and not to mention all the big basketball games you played. Is it just something that comes naturally to you? Is just kind of playing under pressure like that, or where does that come from?
I feel like through all the years of being able to have that kind of moment of being in those moments of where, you got to get on base, you got to get a hit, you just got to come up strong. I feel like I've been in enough of those moments just to be able to have that kind of calmness with me. Just be like, yeah, I got this. I'm not going to let the game get over too big for me. If you throw me a strike down the middle, I'm going to swing as hard as like I'm going to swing and try to contact it next to the ball. So I just feel like it's a great experience when I get put in those situations, kind of that thing. And I think it makes me a better person.
You and your teammates may be rivals in the coming years in at the collegiate level, but it's certainly been fun watching you guys play as a unit these last couple of years, and we certainly wish you the best of luck when the playoffs start this week. Tylee Kitchen, thank you so much for joining us on Premier Preps. I promise to have that heel click down the next time I see you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I've had a really great time. Thank you for having me.